Hi, Chrissy. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good, good. I'm so happy to have you here. Sorry for our lateness.
It's
Technical difficulty, real quick. How are you today?
just chilling in the house, chilling in front of my bed, chilling, about to lay down for this interview.
Well, I'm doing good too. I was indoors most of the day. It was pretty rainy here in New York, but nonetheless, still good weather.
Yeah, see? It's cold out here. It ain't raining, but it's cold out here right now. I'm like,
Is it really?
it's that bundle up weather. Okay, the thing that is weird is that the sun is out, but it's still cold. It's like a cold breeze. But I mean, I like it. I like hot, though. I like the sun. I like to chill by the pool, go to the beach, and I can't do none of that.
I understand. I'm from New York, so shoot, I won't be doing that until next year, June, maybe. So you're not the only one suffering. But so for everyone who just joined in, I am interviewing the very beautiful and talented Chrissy Stokes.
Hi.
Many of you may know her already. You know, she is the daughter of the very talented Chris Stokes, who gave us, of course, B2K, Marcus Houston, and I know everyone of my generation is screaming and happy and thankful for your father, because I was definitely at the Scream tour when I was about 9.
Yeah.
Yelling for everyone. So how is it growing up as Chris Stokes' daughter? And how
man. One thing I will say is it's not the normal. I mean, growing up, I was on tour buses and rolling around with the clan and with the crew, and I feel like it wasn't normal, but it's my normal. I actually liked it. That's why I like the entertainment business so much now, because I grew up in it.
Well, how is it being family basically with B2K and Marcus Houston? Everyone else is like, oh my God, this is like, we're still crushing on them from our younger days.
I guess it's just like normal, like exactly how you would feel like seeing your uncle, or I've known everybody since I was born. Like, I don't remember a life without everybody. So it's just my normal. Like, hey, Uncle Mark. Hey, bud. Like, it's just like normal.
That's it. Well, so how was it like telling your father that you wanted to sing and act? What was that like?
At first he was like, nah, you're not about to be up in this industry. Like, I don't support that at all. Like, I don't want you to be in this industry. And eventually he lightened up, because I was adamant about it. And I'm like, please, Dad, I need your support if I'm going to do this. And I was like, and I want you to manage me too. He's like, okay, I got you. So that's kind of how it went.
Well, why did he want you in the industry though?
I'm his little girl. That's what he was saying. You're my little girl. I don't want you in the industry. So I guess he was just being an overprotective dad.
I guess. I see your bestie just came in here. Hello. So let's just talk right now about your debut album, Taken. So tell me, what was the inspiration about it, and what is the album about?
So, I'll describe the title, I guess, Taken. So, Taken is working both ways, from my past and my present. I had love taken from me. I've had things taken from me from my past relationships, but now I'm taken, like happily taken. So I guess my album is just talking about like how I've been heartbroken before, but also how I have love and happiness now, I guess.
And so you made this album in the quarantine, right?
Yep. I don't even think this album would exist if it wasn't for the quarantine.
Really? Yeah. So while the rest of the world is getting fat during quarantine, you are basically getting creative.
Exactly. I'm just doing what I love and just kind of just seeing where it goes. I love to sing, love to write, I love to act. So I'm just doing what it do, seeing where it takes me.
So were you afraid to put out this album though? Because this is your debut album, you just made it, and it was actually pushed out pretty quickly. Were you afraid and nervous how people would like receive it?
Honestly, no. Because growing up in the industry, I've experienced a lot of, I guess you could say, negativity and stuff just from being associated with having famous family. So I'm used to it. I was just like, I just am happy for people to hear it and how we all work so hard to make a dope project. So I guess that's what's more of like the happy. I had all happiness and no nervousness. I was like, let me just get this out there.
Wow, you know, actually, that was my next question. Was that how will you feel about coming into the music industry can be quite intense, but so how would you deal with the trolls that are always coming just with the negativity and everything?
Yeah, I just swipe, delete, block, and keep it pushing. I don't respond. I just be like, okay, whatever. Because like how I said on the interview, like a few interviews back, it's funny how we can get like 50 good comments and then we'll just get that one troll, and then that's the main one that you're like
that you focus on, and it like that.
Yeah, so
I get it.
Swipe, delete, keep it pushing. I got way more people who are showing love than people who are showing. So
now, how do you think your album has been received so far?
I think people are liking it. I'm not sure, honestly. I'm just hoping people like it.
Well, I know I did listen to the album, and I must say it's real R&B. I really, really love it. I think my favorite song has to be Sometimes.
Ooh, that's one of my favorites. That beat be knocking.
It is. As soon as it came on, I'm like, because I was just playing it while I was like cleaning, you know, and it was like, okay. And I can really relate and vibe to it because, you know, sometimes you want that special someone around, you know, just that attention.
Yeah.
What is your favorite song on the album?
It's between Sometimes and Relax. So those are my top two. I would say those are my. I like All Right too. I mean, if we're doing top threes, All Right is definitely. But my top two is like Sometimes and Relax. Like they're tied to me.
Well, Relax, like based on the lyrics of Relax, it seems like, you know, that song is about taking care of your man, making sure he's, you know, easy going and everything. And what do you think of, I know it was something about, you know, the Real host, Jeannie Mai. She had said, the talk show, The Real.
Oh, yes.
And she had said that she would like to submit to her man. And people were like in a frenzy about it. What do you think of that?
I submit to my husband, so I definitely agree with submitting, but I mean, some people don't. So,
I mean, I didn't really feel like there was anything wrong what she was saying. Like, it wasn't more so of, oh, the man is the complete control, but you have a man who lead and you shall follow.
Yep.
That's so how many of your songs? I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, that's how I view it. The man leads the way for the woman. I mean, for one, you got to find the man that you trust to lead.
Yes,
once you find that person, then you will naturally submit once you trust your mate in that way. I guess, if that makes sense.
I agree. You got to. The point is finding the right one. But so a lot of your songs seem to be about your hubby. How many of the songs you would say is about your hubby?
I would say there's a couple that like Signs. That one's not about my hubby. That one's about my past relationship. But I would say majority of them, like almost all of them, besides the heartache ones.
even during the quarantine, you didn't get tired of him or nothing?
Oh no, I was loving the quarantine.
Aww.
I had to be careful and make sure we didn't make another baby. No, I'm just kidding.
Wow. Wow. TV, I guess. That's funny. But you know, well, we'll pray for you because
Sorry,
there may be another
in front of my house right now, and it's loud. Hold on.
No problem.
Okay, I'm back. And I'm better. But yeah, I guess it was just, you know, I love the quarantine. I love spending time with my husband. He's super fun.
That's great. So, all right, just to talk about the album a little more. So you dropped the album, but you also did visuals.
Yes. So we did 10 visuals, and it was a tough process during the quarantine. Yes. But we did 10 visuals because we felt like we wanted people to get my vibe, because we knew I wasn't going to be able to like tour and do all that kind of stuff like how I normally would as a new artist coming out. So we felt, let's give people visuals so they can see. Like,
you know what? That's genius, because what could you have done for people to really like see your face and really get into?
So I just want people to like feel my vibe, I guess, as an artist.
Right.
Yeah.
No, and it's doing good. I watched the videos, and these videos are not no paranormal activity videos. These are
Thank you.
Full out videos. It looks really, really good.
Thank you.
So do you have any artists that you want to collaborate with?
Yes, like I would like to collaborate with artists like H.E.R, Brandy.
Oh yes, Brandy would be.
Yeah, even like Tank, because Tank's vocals are like, ooh, they're crazy.
You know what? I like that the man vocals on the R&B song always. That's a hit.
Yeah,
that's a hit. I can see it with Tank.
Exactly.
For sure. Now, who was your inspiration growing up?
Whitney Houston and Brandy. Okay. That was my two. And I used to listen to a lot, like growing up, I used to listen to Kim Burrell a lot. So I like women who have strong voices. And I used to just like play it in my room, practice all night.
So how do you get into the writing mode or even a zone state? I'm gonna write a song right now.
I guess just like when I get in my feels or when I get in my thoughts a lot. That's when I kind of like mellow down and start writing. But it does take me being in my feelings, because sometimes when I'm not in my feelings, like I can't. It's too hard to come up with lyrics.
Does your hubby get jealous when you talk about heartbreak? Like, girl, I'm the one making you happy now. Get over it.
Nah. He's just like, yeah, because he was like, yeah, because I treat you way better. So he's just more like, he's really supportive. So it makes it easy to do the whole music thing when you have a supportive mate.
He's the diamond, basically.
Yeah.
Now, I see some people in the comments asking if you play any instruments.
No. I tried to learn piano once, but that didn't go
as well.
I was trying to sing and like play the piano at the same time. It's hard for those who can do that.
No, it is. I learned the clarinet when I was about in the 5th grade, and I don't know anything now. It's very hard to do so. Shout out to those talented people. But when did you know that you could sing and wanted to sing?
Okay, so when I found out that I could sing, I was in the choir at Debbie Allen Dance Academy. I wasn't paying attention in class. I was goofing off. So the teacher was like, okay, Chrissy, since you don't want to pay attention, stand up and sing it for the entire class. And I was like, oh my gosh, you put me on the spot like that? And then I got up and I sang, and he was like giving me big eyes, and I just sat back down. And then that's when he like pulled my parents to the side when they picked me up later and was like, Chrissy's can sing. So at that point I was too nervous. I was like, I don't want to go to my dad and be like, tell him that I could sing. Like,
that you want to do it.
Yeah, because he discovered so many people, so I felt like my confidence wasn't like 100% there with like going to him, especially at the age of 9.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to the age of 17. I held out. 11 is when I got the courage to say, Dad, I want to do it. And he was like, nah,
Okay.
you're 11. You're my little girl.
Yeah.
You're doing this. I don't
Little
support
young.
that. Yeah, when I got to 17, I had my
Mm-hmm.
first heartbreak. And I was like, Dad,
Oh.
I want to write and do my little stuff. So he was like, okay, you can go for it. So
I think that was the right path. Sometimes it's like the right timing for these things.
exactly.
Like 17 is good. Like you can actually go, and heartbreak. I feel like the best songs are true.
Yep.
And why do we love like Mary J so much? Because she done got us through them heartbreak songs
Yep.
and everything.
Absolutely.
So no, that's pretty dope. I wish I could sing. I would be singing.
You probably can.
No. I done heard myself.
No.
You know, maybe in the fan a little bit kind of sounds like a little auto-tune, but not really. So you said your inspirations are Whitney Houston and Brandy. Were you like super into Cinderella then?
No.
No.
Well, I feel like it was by default. Like maybe I would have been, but I'm the only girl out of 3 boys. So I was more into like sports and like stuff like that, I guess. Like I wasn't really into like girly girl stuff.
Okay, so you're a little tomboy, so your style done switched up a bit though.
Yep. I got older. Okay. I'll tell you how it started when I was like, I want to try to be a girly girl now. In 8th grade, I had like got a crush on a boy, and I was like, Mom, help me put some eyeliner on and like do my hair.
Aww.
And so I guess it took until 8th grade for me to like have a crush on somebody to like actually want to like be girly.
All right, well, you're doing a good job, girl.
Thank you.
Well, did the boy like you back at least?
Yeah. He was my first boy. He was my first boyfriend and my first kiss in 8th grade.
Aww. So that eyeliner was magical.
Yeah, it was working. Okay, my mom hooked it up.
So, all right. So, during the quarantine, you shot the videos, but that was not your first time on screen. Because I'm sure you've been on set with your dad and everything, and you also had Howard High. Yep. How was that? Because that's also something before the album that you're singing, you're acting. That's a lot.
I know. Okay, so Howard High came to be because I auditioned. Okay, so I came home one day and my dad was like, Chrissy, I just finished the script for Howard High. I'm like, okay, cool. He was like, do you want to read it? Because I always read all of his scripts. And I read the script and I see Nikki. I was like, Dad, I want to read for Nikki. He said, well, the auditions are in a couple of weeks. So if you want to come in with everybody else and audition, then you can.
Wow, he made you audition. They didn't say,
oh, his office. Yeah, I was like, all right, let's get it then. And it was really pressured because when I was in the room auditioning in front of my dad, the casting agents and the executives that were doing the show with him, I had a lot of pressure because everybody knew that I was my dad's daughter. So I wanted to just make him look good. Like I didn't want to embarrass him.
Yeah, because you can't come in bad.
I was like, but I went in there. It was like 10 girls inside the room. And when I walked in for the audition, I did it, and luckily I got it. And it's on Urban Flicks TV now, and there's 3 episodes so far, and we're gonna end up shooting more in a little bit. So,
well, that's good. That's good. I saw someone in the comments saying Howard High is so good.
Thank you.
What else are you working on though besides your music? You have other acting ventures that you have?
So right now I'm signed up to do our show got picked up on BET Plus on Sacrifice. It has Paula Patton in it, Marcus Houston is in it. And that just got picked up. And I'm the production designer. I'm a production designer on that. So the top of my year is going to be consisting of production designing. So,
so yeah. you're really busy. It's eat, sleep, and create for you. Mm-hmm. Can you tell us a little bit more about what the project is about?
So Sacrifice is about an entertainment, not an entertainment lawyer, and there's a DA who's trying to bring her clients down. In a nutshell, okay. And the clients are like rappers, singers, famous people. And my job is just making sure that it looks good on camera. So
your job really has you in like different parts
the whole
of the
production designing thing. I didn't even think I would even end up doing that. So what happened was my dad's film company first started for the films, and he just threw me in there and was like, here. And I was like, and I actually ended up really falling in love with it. So I like production designing. I like acting. I like singing. I'm in love with the entertainment industry in general, just the behind the scenes, in front of the scenes, to all of that. It's all interesting to me.
It's gonna be a Jill of all trades by in 2 years. Is there anybody I guess in the versus battle that you would love to see?
Not against me, like if I could see two people go against each other, or
yes.
H.E.R and Snoh.
Those are the two people that you are compared to the most. I see, a lot of people saying oh, they give me, she gives me these vibes and everything. But what about a collaboration with all three of you guys? Could you make that happen? Because I think we're waiting.
I would want that to happen in my dreams. Okay, I wish that would happen. No, H.E.R, if you're watching this, let's laugh.
I hope it gets to her, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, she told me first. That would be so good. Well, what is the, biggest misconception people may have of you? Like you said, you were on the set and you kind of felt pressure because you are Chris Stokes' daughter. Do you think people have bad thoughts about you, or?
I just feel like people is just like, oh, she's only here because of who her dad is. But I actually have talent too. So I guess it's just more of me proving myself. I always feel like I gotta prove myself because people would just be like,
trying to bring you down.
Yeah.
Do you have brothers and sisters?
Do I have brothers and sisters? 3 brothers. I'm the only girl. So.
Okay. So yeah, I was gonna ask, are they jealous? Because you seem to have your hands in everything.
I'm not sure. I don't even know.
Well, regardless. Even if you don't say it, I know that you're the princess of the family.
Yeah, I mean, that's by default, because I'm the only girl. I don't want my dad to have no more kids, because I don't want him to have another girl. Just me.
It'll take all the pressure away from you. Well, how do you get around, basically, people saying you're only here because you're Chris Stokes' daughter?
I don't really say anything. I just kind of just show with my actions that I can, regardless of my dad or not. I can do it because I grew up watching it, so I just feel like I can do it.
I feel you. So what else do you have going on? I know you do also have a beauty channel.
I have a YouTube channel with Maya Houston, my bestie, my best friend.
And shout out to her.
Got a video coming out tonight at 12 in the morning. Okay. But we do just different things like makeup tutorials, challenges, just so people can kind of get to know us outside of Instagram, because I feel like people can have preconceived notions Instagram and the whole influencer thing to put on you. So I feel like people can get to know us and know that we're pretty cool, down to earth people, and just learn more about us.
No, it is good to show a little bit of personality instead of just ooh, these hot pictures. Of course, they're great pictures, but just to put even a voice to it.
Yep.
I feel you. I feel you. Was there anything else that we could look forward to